You definitely heard about Sherlock Holmes, a literary detective created by British author Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. In the stories, Holmes is known for his brilliant deduction skills which he employs when investigating cases for a wide variety of clients, and even though this deduction often requires proficiency with some forensic scientists including chemistry and biology, most of the solutions are still driven primarily by the observations and logical reasoning.
The name's Sherlock Holmes and the address is 221B Baker Street.
In this video, I will use an example of a logical puzzle to demonstrate the potential usage of such deduction in everyday life.
For his age, he flicked ink at you today.
Is there ink on my face?
There's nothing wrong with your face.
There are 2 drops on your ear, in fact.
Let's go for it. For these logical puzzles, one should carefully examine the provided information. In our case, it is a drawing. Here I will present one of the possible logical solutions. In the background, we can notice a horse attached with a plow, suggesting that the sowing is going on. The common knowledge is that the sowing is carried out in either early autumn or early spring. But even if you don't know this fact, you can logically derive it. Sowed plants either need time to develop enough to successfully overwinter, in that case we're talking about an early autumn, or need time to grow for the further harvesting. In that case, we're talking about an early spring. So the season is either an early spring or an early autumn. However, in early autumn, trees still have leaves. Yeah, they start to change their color, gradually falling down, but some leaves are still there because we're talking about an early autumn. And at the same time, in the drawing, what we can see, trees and bushes are bare. Therefore, we can assume that the season is an early spring. The next thing that captures our attention is a flock of cranes, prompting towards their migration. Cranes migrate either from the north to the south to overwinter or from the south to the north, coming back from the south places where they spend their winter. And as we concluded, the season is in early spring. And as we previously just discussed, in springtimes, cranes fly from the south to the north, so coming back from the south places where they spend the winter. Therefore, we now know where is the south and the north. Finally, let's take a closer look on the river. At the end, we are asked where does the river flow. Here, we can see a wooden float, which is always directed against the stream of the river, the traces of which you can see on the sides. Therefore, we know that the river flows from the left side of the picture to the right one. Therefore, combining this knowledge with the knowledge of the location of the south and the north, we can finally conclude that the river flows to the south. Did you like this deduction technique? Try to practice it yourself, and you can start even right now. Since we already discussed a lot of information about this picture, try to answer another question. What is approximately the time featured in the drawing? Is it the afternoon, or maybe the morning, or maybe it's close to the evening? Share your ideas in the comments, and as usual, if you like the video, please give it a thumb up. It does help to understand your tastes. And also, if you want to have more content like this, do not forget to subscribe to the channel and to ring the bell. And I hope to see you soon.